And what does it mean to you when you hear and have described yourself as a fatherless daughter?
I probably should have picked Z, but okay. When I refer to myself as a fatherless daughter, what I mean is that I had my father for roughly the first 8, maybe 10 years of my life. It's fuzzy. I can't really remember a lot, but I know that my grandma died when I was 8, and I remember he was still in my life. Now, after that, it's a huge blur because her loss was traumatic for me. But when I say I'm a fatherless daughter, I mean that I grew up without a father. Now, I had father figures, but I didn't have my father. And I don't know why he left. I asked my mom, she didn't know, and he died, and I never got to ask him why he left. So my life was spent with men in my life, for like doing the role, some of the roles as a father would do. At least that's what I think. But yeah, and there's a lot of as we get into the conversation, I guess you'll understand some of the trauma. I think a lot of the trauma that happened to me wouldn't have happened had he been there. Mm-hmm. So me titling myself a fatherless daughter is pivotal because it explains, at least to me, why a lot of things happen to me.
If you had to describe to someone who can't understand this aspect of life that you've experienced, for example, you said there were others that came into your life. So there was not a steady person, male figure there to turn to for advice and guidance and a number of other things. Is that what you mean?
Yes.
Yeah. When it comes to the next card, Z, you mentioned as a part of your book that it has a story of tragedy in it. If you could touch on it without giving away the book, give the audience an opportunity to meet you and understand your book and you. What do you mean that there's a story of tragedy as a part of the book?
It's, when I say a story of tragedy, that's like a melting pot, I guess, if you want to call it, like a culmination of different events that resulted in the tragedy of me suffering from mental health issues. That's the tragedy, is that I could have possibly gone further in my personal and professional life had those incidents never happened to me, or had I got help. So the tragedy is that I didn't get to reach my highest potential that I saw for myself as a little kid. I'm grateful for my life and all of my accomplishments thus far. However, as most people do as children, you have aspirations of what you want to be. And I never got to reach those.
If there's a young person that's experiencing that and they never really got to get any type of support, what words of advice or encouragement or inspiration, truthful inspiration, you could give to someone who experiencing in their life a lack of support and possibly not being able to achieve what they believe they can achieve?
Okay. So this is going to be a little bit of that tough love. To anyone who is suffering, what I would say is that you are not alone. No matter what time of day it is, the location, what you feel in your soul, you are not alone. There is help for you, and there are people who care about you. And I want you to have the courage to seek someone, a confidant, to talk about it. You can't fix what you won't face. And as hard as it is, you have to do the work. You got to rip that Band-Aid off, because you can't heal it by going to get massages. You can't heal it by having sex. You can't heal it by doing drugs. You can't heal it by just praying. You can't heal it by eating. You can't heal it by drinking. You can't heal it by going to comedy shows. You can't heal it by just going to the gym. You can't heal it by playing cards. There's a plethora of things that you can do, but there are people in a specific profession that are trained to help you. And I implore you to go get that help, because I promise you, you are going to stay stagnant. And that is not what I believe your purpose is on this earth. I don't believe any of our purposes is here to suffer or to just pay bills or to work and struggle. So what I would say is to love yourself enough to fight through the pain so that you can find the joy in your life, because there is joy for your life. I am living proof. I'm not a believer that if I can do it, you can do it for everything. But I am a firm believer that if you choose yourself, regardless of what anybody else says, you are a winner. And there is help for you. And I want you to get it. Even if you don't do nothing but email me or text me, I'll talk to you, crack jokes, and refer you to people. But there is help for you. And like I said, you're never alone.
The challenge that a lot of people are confronted with is recognizing that they're not alone. That can seem overwhelming, or even doing what you said a little bit earlier, going to get some professional help. That, on a scale of 1 to 5, 5 being extremely hard, on that scale, what was it for you trying to go get help on a scale of 1 to 5? I was trying to be real serious. See, I was trying to be real serious. I was trying to be real serious when I said it. But
it's about an 8.
Yeah. It's but you did it.
Yeah, I did.
The flip side of actually stepping over and doing it is why we're here, is why we're talking. But I'm going to toss something out to you. I hope you're ready. Here we go. I told you I got tons of stuff for you. And you know, you threw down the gauntlet before the show, and I said, man, I researched you. I got you. And she said, you think you do?
Yes.
You think you do? Okay, so here we go. This is what I think.
Okay.
I'm going to toss out what I think, and you tell me what I know, what I don't know, and all the above. Here we go. A raw story of decisions that led to triumph. Tell the audience, tell the viewers, what does that mean?
The decisions that led to my triumph first started with recognizing that I couldn't do it by myself. These are in no particular order. Realizing that I couldn't do it by myself, making the decision that I wanted to live, and not being concerned with how it looked. Sometimes the aesthetics can give you pause, with judgment from other people or questions that people may ask, or, well, what happens if this doesn't ... You know, I couldn't concern myself with that. So I had to decide, one, that I wanted to live, and one, that I was going to seek out some people to help me, and that I was going to be committed to doing the work, because it's not easy. And when I tell you the space of healing, it's a difficult place to be, because temptation is there. There's a past there. There are people, there are things that will come into your life. And I'm not going to say that they try to knock you off track, because they're just doing what they do, right? But the decisions when you're in a space of healing is understanding that I fought to get here. I fought to be alive and to be happy to be alive. And I'm not going back for nobody and nothing. And when I tell you I ain't scared of nobody and nothing is going to take me back to where I used to be, because I fought like hell to get here. And I love it here. It's an awesome space to be in.
And you're not playing with nobody, right? You ain't playing with nobody.
No, sir.
No, we're not doing that, because see, the importance of what you're saying means so much to me, because there was a man that's in your life. Well, I'm not going to say his name right now. You can't say it either, because I got something for later for that. Mm-hmm. And he, him and I chatting, and he reached out to me and he go like, you got to get this girl on your show. And I go like, man, I don't do that kind of stuff. And he said, no, you got to get her on the show. I know how you are, Paxton. You got to get her on the show. And I go like, man, come on, man. Okay, just send it to me. Just send it. Because I handpick everybody to come on the show, right? Because I needed you to say what you just said for certain people. The show is not made for everybody to love it. Our channel is not made to go viral. It's meant for 10 people per show. If we get more views than that, fine. What you just said is guaranteed to hit 50 people that are a part of our 6,000 and million some odd views. And it's there. Everything is word of mouth on our channel. So what you just said is going to spread via word of mouth. I'm sorry, you guys, I'm not ignoring you in the chat, but I was waiting for her to say what she said, and she did it. And so, man, okay, I got to do this right now. I'm going to speed it up. I'm going to cut to something toward the end of the show. I'm going to bring it in now because of what's in my chat. And so here we go. Are you ready? Now, I've got a bunch of, I'm going to show you right now. I got a bunch of, this is how our channel got started. And this is my first time doing this since we've been on YouTube. I got tons of index cards. They're all over the place and they're all about you.
Okay.
It's like you're Kevin Bacon, not that this is supposed to mean anything to all you young people, but you're Kevin Bacon in the middle and everything else is connected to you.
Let's go.
One of the cards is for the man in the chat. So here we go. Just go with me on this. I got a card here.
Okay.
And here's the question to you.
Okay.
I'm going to say something to you. And when I say it to you, I want you from your heart, my friend, to tell everyone well, I'm going to say it to you. Leon R. Walker Jr. What does that name mean to you? I see you in the chat, my man. And he's got some love for you on the screen, by the way.
Leon has been my mentor since like 2010, 11. When I first was introduced to him, not by shaking his hand, we were at a military function. We were both chief petty officers. He's a command master chief. I'm a chief petty officer. And we had an event where we basically had a party. And in our community, people of his rank are typically, in my professional opinion, a little stuffy, sometimes a little arrogant, and they don't do a lot of joking around, right? And when I saw him, he was singing this really goofy song with some of the newest chiefs that we had just trained. And it resonated with me because some of the people who trained me in his pay grade would not have done that. And that struck a chord with me. And I was like, I need to meet this man. I need to know who he is. And I need to have him be a part of my life. Little did I know that was going to happen, whether I had anything to say about it or not.
Yeah.
So fast forward, we participated in a lot of mentorship programs together within our military community. And we helped train young military people to become chief petty officers, as well as young people who weren't chief petty officers. We've run pretty much every race that I can possibly think of together. And he just says, hey, we're going to go do this and register, sign up. Or he'll just register me and be like, we're going. You already got your registration paid for.
Yeah.
So all of that, right, along with being my big brother, confidant, friend, all of that. Fast forward to, I retired in 2013. He retired in 2015, if I'm not mistaken. Years ago. And we've been talking years and years, about our lives, professionally, personally. And he would say to me on numerous occasions, people need to hear your story. You need to say something. Yeah. Or sometimes we'd be doing a workout and he'd be like, you need to do a video. People need to hear this. So I go run and do a video, whatever. He's the reason that I am an author. He told me to do it. He almost beat me up because I wasn't listening. And he's like, people need to hear what you have to say. And I was just thinking to myself, nobody cares about me. Mind you, I'm in a depressed state, so I don't really care about me. So I don't think nobody else cares about me, right? So, long story long, I write the book, and it's twofold why I wrote it. I wrote it because I had a mentor who believed in me and saw that my story had value. I also wrote it because I used to have, since I was a little girl, and the traumatic things happened to me, I used to have these really bad nightmares about what would happen to me.
Yeah.
And as I started writing my book, whatever I was writing about, I didn't have a nightmare about. So when I finished the book, my nightmare stopped. So it was a little selfish for me to write the book because I was realizing that my life was getting better in the sense that I could sleep at least without those nightmares. And then I thought that I could possibly help somebody else. Lo and behold, both were true. I didn't know. If I had known that, I probably would have wrote it earlier. But whatever.
You would have wrote it sooner. Yeah.
Better late than never. You know what I mean?
There it is.
But
yeah.
Leon is they don't make them like him. You know what I mean? There are plenty words that I could use. I just can't find them. I love him.
Don't fit.
I love him and I cherish him. And I don't play about a lot of things in my life and a lot of people in my life. And Leon is one of those people that I don't play about. He is a good person. He has a beautiful heart, and his spirit is top notch. And I'm grateful to have that man in my life.
Yeah. I'll tell everybody right now, this was not going to happen it was going to be the last question of the day. It literally was going to be the last question of the day. And Leon, I see you, my man. You popped up in the chat. I couldn't skip his chat. Love that he was sending to you.
He's traveling. Yeah, thank you, Leon.
Yeah.
For being here. He's supposed to, and you better not be driving in this chat. You better already be where you're supposed to be.
Oh my goodness. Yeah. Hey, you know what? Everybody keep an eye out for Leon and Bill. The Leon and Bill posse is going to be out with a book, and I'm going to tell you guys more about that. Hopefully I'll do that before the end of this show, but especially pay attention tomorrow. I'm going to give you guys some information. Leon has got some things happening. He says, I'm here. So all right. So look, I've got some more for you, so I hope you're ready.
Yeah, let's go.
I really was going to save that for the last. Just
it's all good. I'm ready.
This would happen, but everybody, here we go. Also, and everybody can see it up on the screen. I'm going to move this around here for a second so everybody can see that. Let me click this right here. Everybody, you can get 2 books. Just pick up 2 books. That's like getting 1 pizza. Save your gut one time out of the month. Get a book for a friend or get a book for somebody you're not talking to. Send them some tough love. Put it in your emotional library of books that you can refer to. Go ahead and pick up a copy. Leon said what again? He said he's off the road right now.
Thank you.
Please, everybody, get a copy of the book. Just head over to Amazon and do so. But reach out to Claudetta. We really would like you to do that. Show some support for our guests, yes, but especially to our newest member of the podcast family here. Make sure you check out her podcast show that'll be here, and she'll also be having it on her own YouTube channel that we'll be working with her on as well. Yolanda is sending some love to you. Lady Love, thank you for being here. I'm sorry, I should have told you that, but you were on a roll. I didn't want to interrupt you there. She says, I love you, Claudetta, for telling your story. And of course, she's sending love out to Leon as well, too. Excellent. Well done all together. Okay, here we go. Next index card. Triumph over victimhood. Now, victimhood often is a subject that people can arm wrestle over and toss back and forth. But I want you first, before you get into how you triumphed over victimhood, please tell the audience, what does victimhood, the definition, the word, what does it mean to you? And then feel free to tell your story, how you triumphed over victimhood.
Well, victimhood, you know how the word neighborhood, victimhood, right? Now, there may be a definition in Webster.
I didn't see that coming. That was good.
Well,
that was good. I like it. No, I got it. I got you now. Go ahead.
There may be a definition in Webster's dictionary or Britannica or wherever. I don't know. Pick somewhere. Google dictionary. Yeah. My definition of victimhood is it's the neighborhood that I allowed myself to live in because I did not understand that there was another place for me to be.
Wow.
I just kept recycling.
I got to write that down.
Traumatic
that was good.
Events and the feelings and the telling of the story to where it just flew. It was like, I don't know how to explain it. It was like all I knew. It was like a running script. You know what I mean? And I got, like I said, I got to a point where I was like, it just got to be something else going on. My therapist was talking about how she feels like I did most of the tough work, the leg work, as I was growing up, because I've always been into self-help books from, I want to say, since like middle school, high school-ish. I was always trying to figure out how to be better at X, Y, and Z, or how to think a certain way, or how to not delve off into the bad thoughts or whatever. And that's probably one of the reasons why I never succeeded to suicide, because there was always a part of me that felt like, no, maybe we can do it another way. I didn't know what the other way was, but I felt like this can't be it. You know what I mean? And I've always been optimistic. So victimhood for me was the area where I allowed myself to live and just keep reliving those traumatic events of my life. And then when I found out that there was a better way and that I ain't trying to live here in this hood no more, that's where the triumph came from.
Was that neighborhood populated with a bunch of people that love being in that neighborhood?
Man, let me tell you something.
I'm trying to keep my lips tight so I don't
let me tell you something. It's almost like Struggle Olympics. You know what the Struggle Olympics are?
I know what you mean. Yes.
Yeah.
People,
man, we used to have to eat cold pork beans, and we ain't had no gas, and couldn't eat hot. Oh man, let me tell you about this. We had to eat ramen noodles straight out the pack. We didn't even have no water, man.
No water. We didn't have no water. Yeah, I know.
Victimhood.
That.
Same shit.
Stirred it with my finger. I stirred it with my finger. It was so bad.
Bro,
let me tell you how bad.
I'm gonna one-up you.
But you already told me how bad it was. No, let me tell you again how bad it was. How that person was so bad to me.
And you think you had it bad? Let me tell you. I was sitting next to the rats and the roaches. We was all sitting at the table. It was a one-up contest, and I was just, I don't want to live here. One pain story after another. Yolanda's showing some love to you too on Victimhood. She's agreeing with you. I was like, they got to be another residence that I can go occupy, because I don't know what to do. Let me ask for some more hours in my second job, and so I can I need to get approved for another type of apartment, because this Victimhood, I need another hood. Let me move, because I'm sick of this.
Now, some people make a living off of others staying in victimhood. I don't know if you probably knew that, maybe not, but some people actually love it when others stay in that melting pot of victimhood and don't climb out. But you triumphed over victimhood. You mentioned some ways. What's your advice? Straightforward now, truthful inspiration, tough love. 1, 2, 3, one thing, two things, just straightforward. What does a person need to do if they're in a hood and it's victimhood and they need to, change the address?
Well, first, you got to decide that you really don't want to live there. That's the first thing, because I stayed there because I was clearly comfortable with living there, and I didn't see nothing wrong with living there. You got to realize this ain't where I want to live. And then when you decide that, then you got to stop bullshitting yourself, look in the mirror, and ask yourself some really tough questions. I mean, really tough questions. You know what I'm saying? And you got to not like the answers, but still do the work. Flat out. Because if you don't, back to victimhood you go. Back with your homies, back complaining. That cycle, I'm not victim blaming, right? When tragedies happen to people, wherever they may be, it is not, I don't believe that it's your fault that has happened to you. Now, how you deal with that could possibly be your problem. For me, it was my problem. One, because I didn't necessarily know any better, but as I was reading these self-help books like I was telling you about, there was lights kind of flickering. It didn't fully come on, but there was some flickering. You understand what I'm saying? Now, the bill already been paid. I had to hit the switch for the lights to fully come on. And then I just had to say, you know what? I don't care how much this hurts. It got to be better than where I'm at.
Yeah.
Healing can't hurt this much as being in a victimhood, because it's robbing you of every ounce of joy that you could possibly have by sitting there recycling all of that pain, all of that dysfunction, all that crap. You know what I'm saying? So once you decide, I don't want to live here no more, and I'm willing to go through the fire and the trenches and do the work, then you got to do it.
Yeah.
And you can't lie and be like, well, so-and-so called me and she need me to help move a couch, when you know you just want to lay down and not do the work, i.e. you don't want to go to therapy, or you don't want to do the homework that your therapist gave you, or you don't want to read the book, or you don't want to do write in your journal, whatever, you don't want to meditate, do the work, or shut up.
But most people,
you can't do both. You can't be complaining.
But most people want to do both.
No,
that's the thing.
No. Well, here goes
they want to have one foot over here.
Nope.
I'm doing the work, and the one foot over here, and I'm still hanging out with my homies in victimhood, and I'm depressed, and then I get back over here, and I want to inspire somebody, and they go back and forth and back and forth, and it's amazing because they get. Would you say they're not going to get anywhere?
No, it's like walking on a treadmill, but you ain't burning no calories.
Hey, by the way, no, I'm going to bring this in now. Hey, by the way, you guys are going to be able to enjoy her podcast as we get in the lab and put some stuff together for you. That's going to be coming today. It's about a meet and greet with Claudetta. But what fitness exercise did you do today? I told you to save it for the show. So now I'm hearing it for the first time, people. But she started telling me, and I had to cut her off. Say nope. I save it for the show. What fitness exercise?
Today is leg day. Today
what
does
that
leg
mean?
day.
What does that mean for somebody who just eats donuts all day like myself? No, I'm just kidding.
Today, well, the first thing I did was I went to the gym, did about 100 squats. I did some deadlifts. I ran on the treadmill for about 45 minutes. And then I went to a place called Swallow Cliff Stairs in Palos Heights. And they have, it's about, I think it's like 180 some stairs, natural stone stairs on each side or so. So I did about 8 rounds of those. And then I went on a 3-mile hike with one of my sisters.
Give me a moment. I'm just, for those who are just listening, I'm here. Just give me a moment. I'm processing this at the age of 62, what that would mean for my body to actually
let me tell you what it would mean, Mr. 62. It would mean that
be nice to me now. Be nice to me.
It means that you're improving the quality of your life and possibly extending it. That's what that means.
I love it. That's really good.
That's what that means.
So if I implemented that as a part of my lifestyle, I would be improving myself. Or what is Yolanda puts on here? What's she say? She says, "Okay, Claudette, working it out."
Yes, ma'am.
So what if a person viewed getting out of victimhood the same way? What would it mean?
You mean as far as like doing the work
just as hard? If they work just as hard to take care of themselves like you did on your leg day toward victimhood to get out of it, what would be the what would be the outcome?
Man, let me tell you something. It would mean joy, intrinsic joy that starts at the bottom of your feet and it runs all the way up
I love it.
to the top of your head, baby.
All right, here we go.
Somebody steal it. That's what that means. That's what that means. Yeah. To me, that's what it means.
From the bottom of your feet.
Yes, sir.
You're going to inspire the top of your head.
I'm telling you.
To move forward and not stay or feel stuck. All right, here we go. Toss that card. You did that one. That was awesome. Here we go. Next one. Triumph over self-hate. That's triumph over self-hate. In your definition to our audience, before you say how you triumphed over self-hate, what does self-hate mean to you? Describe to those who may even be going through it right now. What does self-hate mean to you?
Self-hate means that you make decisions that are not good for you. That's the easiest way that I could say it. However, I'm a fan of onions, so let's peel back a couple of those layers, right? So this could possibly mean, for me, what it meant was being promiscuous at an early age, because I related affection or love to a physical act, not intimacy, to sex. Physical act.
To a physical act.
Right. That's self-hate. I didn't know it, but it was self-hate. Hanging around people that ain't got my best interest at heart. Self-hate.
Wow.
Doing things for fear of being judged, knowing that it ain't something that I want to do or that I would do or that I enjoy doing.
Love
Right?
it. Love it. Love it.
Self-hate.
Love it.
Going places, spending money on shit that I normally wouldn't care about,
Yeah.
but we're fitting in, right? And we're around people who show us or give us the inclination or the feeling that they care when they don't,
They really don't.
right?
Yeah.
Self-hate. Thoughts, not necessarily speaking power over my life, love over my life, being fearful, doing things out of fear, as opposed to stepping out on faith and believing in myself, knowing that I can do better, but not doing it. Self-hate. It's so many different things. Or just not speaking up for myself.
Wow. Okay, that's a really good one.
Staying
Oh
silent
man,
for fear
we're
of,
gonna have to do a show on that one. Go ahead, please. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
not practicing self-love because you don't know what it is. You can't even, I couldn't even conjure up a sentence because I didn't even understand what that meant. And it's a myriad of decisions that led to me not living my fullest potential. Some of them I didn't necessarily know at the time, but I remember making decisions that I knew wasn't good for me because I was worried about how it was, the aesthetics, how it's going to look, or what they're going to say, or how they're going to feel. When I should have been thinking radical self-care as I do now, and I don't give up what nobody thinks because it's best for me. What's going to help me? What is going to uplift me? What's going to empower me? And you have to be selfish when you love yourself on a level that I do in my healing. Because once again, I fought and I clawed my way to want to live. I was surviving and now I'm thriving, but I had to fight for this. And I'm talking Mike Tyson, I'll bite your ear off fight to thrive. And ain't nobody gonna take it from me.
Were there a lot of people?
Then I worked just that hard to hate myself with the decisions that I was making.
Were there a lot of people that just didn't understand that you were fighting? And they thought maybe you weren't cooperating? You didn't give thought to it, right? Yeah.
I didn't talk about it. I didn't tell my mother.
Got it.
The things that happened to me when I was a kid until I was 20 years old. She didn't even know. Because I didn't. That's another conversation if you want to have, but
never came out. You just didn't. Well, you didn't talk about it.
No. There were instances prior to me telling her what happened to me that prevented me from telling her what happened to me. Right. But I didn't understand that until I was in therapy. Yeah. But as a kid, I just didn't say anything. But as an adult, I know I just didn't trust her to tell her. But then I got to a point where I didn't care.
You didn't trust your mom, or you didn't trust your?
I didn't trust my mom
to tell her. Yeah, okay.
No, I know that now because there was times in my childhood where I didn't feel protected. So I felt like when something else happened to me, why would I tell her? Well, she ain't gonna do shit.
She didn't do nothing back then. She wasn't looking out for me then. Right. What makes me think she's gonna be looking out for me now?
And I'm pretty sure that that's what little Claudetta felt. I couldn't articulate that then. But knowing who I am and knowing the little girl inside of me, that's why I didn't say anything. I just didn't know how to deal back then. So I just shut up because I was raised that a child is to be seen and not heard. That's the upbringing that I had. And you do as I say, not as I do. So move along. Buckle up, Buttercup.
Now you're not moving along. Now you're not buckling up, but you got to give me one or two or three. You decide. To the audience, everybody, you need to, here we go, everybody, you know I'm going to do this to you. You need to take the time to get the book, okay? So you guys got to get the book. It's okay, the show is free, but you need to buy the book. You heard me. Put the pizza down. Get two of them. Then, hey, look, it's $9.99, you guys, okay? You know, and if you buy a lot from Amazon, you get a discount. So if you buy two books, that's less than the price of pizza. Or, you matter of fact, get the two books, get a pizza, get a friend, and have a book party. Just the two of you. And get your tough love. Get your tough love on. Okay, so how did you triumph over self-hate? Okay, we talked a number of different things. Give a little bit of, a tip or two that somebody could pull away from this and hopefully lead them right to the book for some more tough love and heart and soul. How can a person triumph over hate? 1, 2, 3 things. What do you, real quick here before we move on to the next card?
Let's see. 1, 2, 3 things. It's the same as triumph over victimhood. I decided that that's not what I wanted. I mean, I'm a pretty dope person. My mama and daddy created a pretty dope individual.
Okay, time out. Time out.
So
nope,
myself.
I gotta do this because I love hearing that. I love hearing that.
Yeah,
I love hearing that. As the expression goes, you are wonderfully made, so you might as well lean into it. Stop hating yourself.
I'm imperfectly
okay, go
perfect.
ahead. You got that right, and I'm wearing it pretty good. I wear it every day. So
if you think that way about yourself, if you think that you're a pretty decent person, right? Then start treating yourself like that. And if you don't, then maybe you need to ask yourself, why don't you think you're pretty? I think that we're all created, and there's something special about every person on the planet. I think that. Now, whether that's true or not, I don't know, but I think I'm pretty awesome. And I had to decide that I needed to start treating myself as if I were that. Instead of, like, I used to do things that I still do now, but I didn't feel that great about myself, i.e. going to get massages or meditating or taking walks, going to the beach and sitting by myself in my thoughts for a second. But not, it was almost as if I was playing with myself. Like I was doing things.
Back then, you were like playing with yourself, but now you really enjoy it.
Oh, yeah.
And appreciate it.
Oh, yeah.
That it's a gift to you.
Oh, yeah. I let it resonate, baby. I let it resonate all the way in my soul. And
Yolanda's,
then I try to share
Yolanda's
that
with you. She got love for you on the screen for that comment. Go ahead. You were saying.
Yeah, you got to know that you're a dope human. You're a dope human being. You got to treat yourself as such, and most importantly, don't let people play in your face.
I had a feeling you were going to say it. I knew you were going to say it.
I ain't playing with nobody. I'm saying be radical about your self-care. Love yourself enough to let people stop playing with you. And if they don't want to rock with you, let them go ahead on. You was born by yourself. Let them find your tribe. People that are your people are out there. We all got peoples, right? And I don't think nobody can survive in this world. I don't think we were meant to be alone, right? I think we're all meant to have someone or something to be with us or guide us or love us or have to be with us, right? Your people are there. When you start living your authentic life, baby, let me tell you something. The blessings will be like an avalanche. And the blessings can be monetary, they can be relationships, they can be gifts, they can be other type of blessings, whereas things that you didn't do in the past, now you do, and you do it with a reverence and a feel that no one can tap into because it's so unique to your soul. I once like talking about Leon, there's words for it. I don't necessarily know where they are. I'm trying to find them, but menopause be snatching my words sometimes.
By the way, we are going to be talking about that at some point, just not today. Yeah, we're going to be talking about menopause. You guys can come back for that when we start really putting out our podcast. But go ahead. You were going to say something else before I get a couple more cards for you. But
find your people, your people, and hold them. Get a death grip on your joy, baby. Put a death grip on it. And don't let nothing separate you from your joy. When you find that, ain't nothing like. Once you have that, when I tell you, can't nobody steal my joy.
You did it,
man.
You did it.
I will sock a man. I am not playing. When I tell you, it's such a beautiful thing, and I promise you, it will continue. It's like a budding flower. It will just keep blossoming. The joy in your life will just keep. Just once you tap into your authenticity, man, it ain't nothing like it. Nothing.
Love it.
Nothing.
Love it. I love it. I love it. Yeah, I never had a moment of doubt that you were going to get comfortable and really speak your mind because, we did pre-show chat. We talked getting things together. But I'm loving it so much for many of you first time maybe passing through is because I love when my guests just keep talking.
Yeah.
I just love it. And I love everything you're saying. Yolanda says, what is it again? Yolanda says exactly, hold on to your joy, peace, and freedom.
Yes, ma'am.
So appreciate it. So whether you've been quote unquote discarded, whether you have been manipulated, toyed with, all the above, one thing is for sure, we wanted you to get from this particular meet and greet meeting, Claudetta, is that, hey, look, you can triumph with some tough love towards yourself first, and you can triumph over a number of things. I hope you're ready for this. Go ahead. No,
hold on.
go ahead and say. Go ahead.
To wrap that all up.
Yes, go ahead.
You matter. Whoever you are, you matter. And take your ass to the nearest mirror and say it. And believe it. Because you do. You matter. I don't care what people say. I don't care what people do. You matter.
There is. You have no idea how happy I am right now. I just can't. I keep wanting to cut you off because I go like, we got to save some for the other show. Okay. But this is so good. This is so juicy good. You guys have no idea. We've been waiting to do this. I don't know. It's been 2 weeks or so. We've been waiting. I've been counting down the days. Go. I can't wait to do this show. I go to bed early if I have to last night. I'm going to be ready for this show because this. Well. This show is this platform is audience driven. Mm-hmm. So what that means is people let us know what they want. Well, this has been on for 5 years. We're about 2.5 years behind giving them everything that they requested like years ago. And I've been waiting to have a show like this that people have been asking us to do because they get tired of going to these other channels. That's just the people, not me. I'm not talking bad about anybody. But they're saying, it's kind of boring and this and that. We want to be, motivated and inspired at the same time. And so I thank you for stepping in and doing that. But now I get to torch you the second half of the show, which will go relatively quick. On purpose. I've done some things. So we're going to go to the second round of the show. And then when you come back again, everybody, it's going to be her podcast show, which will be on her channel, as well as you will see glimpses of it, if not parts of it, here on NATV. But the main objective is for you to find her on her channel. We'll get into all of that descriptions. You'll find out all that stuff later on. But right now, here we go. Okay. I hope you're ready for this. All right, I have 2 cards here, and then I have 3 more left. Okay. And then the show is over. But here we go. This is a meet and greet, so these are questions, yes, about, here we go again, everybody. I'm going to do it. Yes, it is about her book, without a doubt. But here we go. Please pick up the book. Gentle plug there. This is not paid advertisement, you guys. This is just me advertising and promoting whoever comes on our show. So I have I have question 1, 2, and 3. See if I can do this here. It's here on this card here, point 1, 2, and 3. I want you to pick we're going to do all 3. Okay. Which one do you want first? Number 1, number 2, or number 3? And I'm going to ask you a question for each one of those you can give an answer to. What's the most difficult? I don't see. Why do people ask me that question when I do this one? Let's just pick a number. I'm gonna rip the Band-Aid off kind of girl. I know you do. So just pick whichever one. Okay, 3. Okay. Yeah. Okay, number 3. I'm gonna say a name, and you just go ahead and go from there. Leon R. Walker Jr. You would have picked that one. Remember, I told you I was saving it, so you already answered that one. So yes. Okay. So. All right. Anything else you want to say about Leon before I go to the other 2? No. Love him. Okay, here we go. And Yolanda put something on the screen. What'd you say? I love this show. Raul, you're so sweet. Well, you know what? You get one of these. It's a low-budget show, high-caliber guest. Straight from the coast of California, born and raised in South Central. That would be me. Get ready for NATV Network. Oh, just bad plug. I'm going to make a commercial with that one day. She says, I love this show right now. My sister Claudetta has given me, what does that say? Don't extra life. Don't extra life. I like that. And some love for you there. Okay, so you got number 1 and number 2 left. Which one would you like? Number 1. Okay, number 1. Here we go. Okay. Between the ages of 15 and 25, describe the 3 things about Claudetta between the ages of 15 and 25. List the 3 things about yourself that you like. between the ages of 15 and 25, name 3 things about Claudetta that you liked about yourself or you look back and like.
My children, I love that I got to go try out for the football team, and I love that I got to be a musician.
So,
well, number 4 is that I got to join the military, but yes, that's 4.
Everybody changes this game every time I play it, so I just think it's really cool. So no, it does. I love it. No, I love it because the things start coming into people's mind. It's so amazing. I've done this, and then in the show, and then we talk after the show, and they go like, "Oh wait, I thought of 4 more things." I said, "The show's over with. Save it, put it in a book or something." I don't know why you sitting there. It was like, well, Paxton was such a great question. I go like, I didn't come up with it. So. Number 1 thing that you liked about yourself between the ages of 15 and 25, you mentioned your children first. How many children do you have?
2.
Okay. And girls?
I got the best of both worlds. I have a girl and a boy.
There you go. Got a boy and a girl. Okay. So, and you said number 2 was?
That I got to try out for the boys football team.
There you go. Okay. All right. And number 3, the third thing you liked about yourself that you look back or now remember?
I'm a musician.
Now, you added number 4. Number 4 was being in the military.
Then I got to join the military.
Military. All right. Because, of course, because of that, you got to meet Leon, which led to. Okay. So now that leaves question number 2 that is not presented to you. So here we go. What inspires Claudetta?
To do what?
Got you. I got you. I finally got her. She can't answer.
Man,
what inspires? Wait a minute. Wait.
Life.
Okay. No. You gotta look at the screen. You gotta look at the screen. Just keep looking at the screen. Just keep looking at the screen.
Oh, okay.
Just keep looking at the screen, and Leon give you some love. And I think this is the answer about what inspires you.
Okay. Greens. What?
You know what? That boy always thinking about food.
I'm trying to tell you.
That's what Bill Aiden said about it. That boy is always thinking about food. All right.
Oh,
yeah. Anyhow. Hey, go ahead. So what inspires Claudetta?
I'm inspired by a plethora of things. Just the joy that I get to wake up. Like,
there you go.
I don't take life for granted no more. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, just waking up. And then I get inspired by DIY projects that I may or may not finish. I get inspired by music. I get inspired by travel. I get inspired by love. I get inspired by my physical health. I get inspired by not world peace, but I get inspired by just the thought that people can treat each other better.
Get along and
just to treat each other better, just to see the humanity in each other. I'm inspired by when I see kids, man. I would say that this is probably the most raw way I can say it. I struggle to not be overly excited when I see kids having fun, especially when they're playing outside, because that's my generation.
I'm with you on that.
We live in a world where pedophiles do exist, and they're not just males, right? So when I see kids, when I'm walking or running or doing whatever, and I see kids playing outside, man, that it does something to me. It makes me so happy because there's a special place in a kid where the imagination just goes crazy. And when I see them playing, I get happy for little me and them.
Yeah.
Because there was a time when I just, so that inspires me. And I pray that nothing ever touches that for them. I pray that they always stay curious and inquisitive and they stay excited about everything, science and books and art and music, everything. So I'm inspired by food. I'm a foodie. I'm inspired by Wine Fest. I'm inspired by so much, man.
Okay, wait, here we go. All right. Well, you did that card good. So here we go. Okay. You said you're a foodie. Wait, you said you're a foodie. You're in Chicago, yes? Right?
Yes.
You're in Chicago. Okay, so here we go. What this says none of the cards. This just okay. And here we go. Name the top 2 places that either was recommended by Leon or that you ate with Leon, with the top 2 places that you've been to that you want to recommend to anybody passing through Chicago that they can't miss as a foodie? Top 2 places besides your house. Top 2 places that you want to recommend as a foodie. Go.
Okay, the place where you don't have to pay is my house. The place where you got to pay is Soul Food Lounge and 14 Parish. Soul Food Lounge got 2 locations, one on the west side, one on the south side. They got 2 different menus at each location, but you can't miss with either location. So if you want some good food, just go, right?
Okay.
Just go. 14 Parish, outstanding food, great drinks. It's in the Hyde Park area. Okay. Both of these restaurants are not going to break the bank. Right?
Got it.
Somebody will still get to go to college. You'll still get to replace your tires.
You still can replace your electricity. You still can pay your electricity.
Yeah. You're good.
Okay.
But yeah, Soul Food Lounge. Do yourself a favor.
Yeah.
Do yourself a favor, baby.
Do yourself a favor. Soul Food Lounge. Okay, so this is what we're gonna do for your podcast show. You go tell them people I talk about you people on my podcast show I got coming out, and we're you and I will talk off camera. Yes. We'll figure it out. And so everybody's chiming in. Yolanda's saying stuff. I'm putting it up on the screen. Everybody, Leon is talking about it as well.
We were just talking about Soul Food Lounge too.
Okay, so this is what we gonna do.
Okay,
we gonna bring them into the show.
Okay.
And we gonna tell them they need to send you a platter, some free food when you doing the show. So when we doing the show and we on camera, I'm gonna go to my little hole in the wall that nothing like Soul Food Lounge, or I'm gonna just draw Soul Food Lounge back here on the wall.
I can send you a package of food.
Oh, that would be crazy. All the way to California, the mailman will eat it in between. But anyhow, what I was gonna say is,
the mailman
so hey, wait, Leon's. You know what? We should do a foodie show, just you and I and Leon. You know what? We're gonna do it. And if anybody steals that idea, I'm coming for you. And we're gonna do it. They're gonna do. Wait. Chicago eatery, connecting with California, and we're not going to do food on my end. We just gonna, man. If you send me food, we're gonna do it all at once. We're gonna do it all at once. That would be great. Anyhow, so here we go. Leon is saying some other place. You okay there? Get yourself together. We can
hot flash. Go ahead.
Look. Leon put up some other name.
Bronzeville Winery. Yes.
Okay, so that's 3 places.
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
I love it.
And Bronzeville Winery is in the Bronzeville area.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
Great food, and they have great wines. Soleil. Yes, Leon, knock it off. Yes.
Okay, so Soleil got
great food.
4.
Yes. When I tell you we foodies, baby, we be in these streets eating.
This is what we got to do. We're going to make the podcast show. Everybody's hearing us do this right now. We would normally do this in private. I'm telling you right now, we're going to have a podcast show on tough love, and it's going to be a foodie part to it too.
All right.
So we're going to do it all into one. It's going to be Chicago. I want to say Chicago Heights. I don't even know if that's a place or not. I want to give it some kind of flair name.
That's not Chicago.
That's a Hyde Park. Well, okay, there we go. Thank you.
Hyde Park is Chicago.
Yeah, they can't reach me over here, so I'm in California. But be careful. Watch your back. They may get you for saying that. But what else? Well, Yolanda goes, watch out now. See, you know what's so funny is people tell me, this is a mental health channel. Yes, it is. You see, this is what happens when you start healing and start feeling better.
Mental health. Laughter is one of the best free medicines out there.
Preach on, sister. Yeah. Preach on. Okay, so anyhow, here we go. I'm not done with the show. Here we go.
Okay.
I got 3 more cards. 3 more cards there, and this other one that I didn't get to. So here we go. When you hear the words heart and soul food, what does that mean to you? It's on your book. It's on the cover. What does heart and soul food mean to you to help someone understand what your book is about?
Heart and soul food is it's my book, not to plug the book, but it's the book.
No. We plug the book here. We plug the book. So, what you mean? Okay, go ahead. We selling books. Go ahead.
It is the heart and soul food from my book is hold on, let me take this off. It's my journey, right? And it's my thoughts, my feelings, my actions, my story that could possibly help someone in their lives. Because I'm like I said, I'm a foodie and I grew up on soul food, right? But soul food is not just the food that you ingest.
Yeah, that's true.
You know what I'm saying? You can ingest words of affirmation. You can ingest powerful stories that can incite change within your life. Yeah. So that heart and soul food is the change that I wish for people. And it's just my journey and what I think I can contribute to possibly helping someone else live a more fruitful life for themselves. So that is what my heart and soul food is.
Love it. Love it. Love it. Everybody take a moment. Let your Let your heart and your mind process what you just heard, what you've experienced. This is not meant to be what you find anywhere else. This experience of meeting Claudetta today is about you recognizing there's another side to being angry, depressed, sad, and stressed out. There is a life to be led no matter what someone else has done to you, but you have to start with baby steps, yes, but it's amazing what you can do once you really start getting a rhythm and momentum. Let us here at NATV help you with that. Yolanda, go ahead, please.
I also want people to understand that as long as you stay stuck, right? Whatever situation you were in, whoever did something to you, whatever that happened, right? As long as you stay stuck, then they still got power over you. It's like somebody holding your face in underwater, right? And you struggling to get up, right? Or you just laying there. As long as you stay in victimhood, right? Their hand is still on you and you still drowning.
Yeah.
But you can easily push their hand away, not easily, but you can push their hand away and come from up under that water and breathe fresh air. And that's part of the work that you have to do. Everybody's job or work is going to be different, right? Some people have a harder time working through their issues than others, but there's still work to be done. And you can't be lazy. You got to be tenacious. You got to go after that thing. Yeah. If your peace of mind is what you want, then you're going to have to strap up. And I don't care how timid you are or how like docile you may be in your spirit or in your personality, you're going to have to toughen up if you want to heal, because healing takes work and you can't be lazy and you can't be timid about it. You got to be mindful that at the end of the day, what's most important is you and your health and how you live your life. We only get one life, baby. If you know somebody that came back, please send it to me. Everybody I know will get one.
Don't let them.
And you got to take you out.
Yeah, don't let them take your life. Don't let them take your life. Yeah, don't let them take your life.
No.
My goodness.
Let's live, baby. Let's thrive. Screw all that surviving. Let's thrive.
Man. How you gonna miss this podcast when we get this done with her? See, today was meet and greet. Don't think this is over. This is gonna get juicier as time goes on. That was the card we just did. You did that one as well. Yeah, I know I gotta clean up after. But here we go. You ready?
Yeah.
This is it. This is the bonus round that you get nothing but affection and love from us over here at NATV Network. And we're so glad that you're a member of the channel and decided to do a podcast show. So here we go. You ready? We're going to do trending right now before we leave everybody. I want your thoughts on a few things. There's a lot of music, sports, and movies out there. I have cards that say it. Okay. All right, so we have movies, sports, and music. First is music.
Okay.
What type of music do you like? Trending or not, old, whatever it may be. I know what you're jamming to, just for the record, so everybody who's never experienced it. When you're coming on our show through our virtual studio, I play music because I love music. So I play music while people are waiting overall 99.9% of the time. I did not know somebody could move that well in a chair listening to the Emotions. Singing "You Got the Best of My Love." I didn't know. And I'm trying to get the show ready. You pop up. Yeah, I see you there. And I'm getting the show ready. And then out of the corner of my eye, I thought you were breakdancing to the Emotions and spinning in your chair on your head. Your hair was flying. I literally had to stop what I was doing and go, what in the world is that?
It's a jam. It's a jam.
It's like Soul Train when you come on my show. It's either that or American Bandstand, one or the other, depending on who's coming on. But most of the time, people tell me, it's like Soul Train when I come on and sit there and wait for you to start the show. They're going like, I don't know what to tell you. It gets me in the mood. But I loved watching you enjoy yourself with the music. That was really good. So music, when it comes to music, what's some trending or popular music or anything you want to talk about when it comes to music? Just random. This is just random, everybody. Just go right ahead.
God bless your heart. I don't know nothing about no trending music. I might as well live on the rock.
What's the best music? Yeah, don't ask me either.
But as a musician, I listen to everything. I listen to classical, rock, pop, jazz, country, heavy metal, acid. I listen to EPM, all of it. Now, I don't like all of it in its totality, but I listen to everything. It's funny that you asked that because I was listening to Thank You by the Hamiltones this morning,
Okay.
on the treadmill, and there was a group of ladies next to me. And when I finished working out, she tapped me and she's like, "What was you listening to? That last song? What was that last song you was listening to?" And that was the song that I was listening to, because I just be dancing on the treadmill and walking backwards or whatever. And she said, "Well, I don't know if you remember. Well, what was the song before that one?" And I was like, I think it was Joe Albright. And she was like,
you became Don Cornelius. You became Don Cornelius all of a sudden. Yeah.
I listen to everything. Gospel. It don't matter to me. If it get me going, baby, it don't matter what it is. As long as
you like to dance. You like to dance.
Oh yeah. My mama said that when I learned how to walk to it, first things I did was dance and run.
Oh man.
I don't run too much no more, but I still dance. I do more of a jog, if you will. I'm more of a jogger now.
Okay, do you know how to cha-cha?
Cha-cha, what that means? The cha-cha slide?
You just heard a black person that know what cha-cha means.
You mean... explain what you mean.
Wait. No. We're going to save it for another show. We're going to do this. I can't even keep up with the comments that are happening over here. They saying stuff while we're talking. What's the healing take work? Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you, Yolanda. It's true. Okay, so check this out. Okay, so name a dance that you know how to do. That's card you did that one. So, no,
the snake, the robot. You want me to do it well? I don't.
What's a whale?
I do the snake. Robot.
That's what she was doing, everybody. She was doing all of them at once. I don't know, but it looks like you got it. Oh, all right. Wait, here we go. Next one. You played football. You played football. Football. Somebody, Yolanda goes two-step. She puts up two-step.
Oh, okay.
Says,
yeah.
Do two-step. Okay. So here we go. You played football. Mm-hmm. What sport do you like the most, and which one do you not like?
Football is my favorite. I don't think I have a sport that I don't like. It's sports that I don't know. Like I've seen people play lacrosse, but I don't know what they're doing. So I guess that would be what I don't like. I don't know.
Okay. All right. So you've never played lacrosse?
Nope.
Badminton?
Wait, that's the one where you catch the thing into like the sock thing?
You kind of know, not exactly.
Yeah, I did that.
Volleyball?
Oh, yeah. Huge
Basketball?
fan of volleyball. Oh, yeah.
Oh, you a huge fan of volleyball?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, you should tell me that. That's my number one sport. So I like that. Yeah. Okay,
when I come visit, we can go play. I'm a huge fan of racquetball too.
Oh man, yeah, that's one of my favorites too. Yeah. Okay. Now that one's good. Here we go. Last one. Last card of the day, everybody. Name the top 4 movies that you like.
Oh, fuck. What?
This is a meet and greet. Hey, it's like you're dating the audience. They're getting to know you better. So there's
4 movies. Oh my God.
Okay, first of all, that doesn't look like you. So that was a character that you're playing.
Okay. So the top 4 movies that I like.
This is going to be a bad day.
Still got a groove back. Wait and Exhale. Forrest Gump, but Forrest Gump is like at the front.
Wait, Forrest Gump is first or not? What is it? Which one?
Yeah, the first one.
Forrest Gump is number 1.
Groove back, Wait and Exhale, and this is difficult. Wait,
that's 3.
Wait, this is like somebody asking you to sing a song on cue. Wait, think. Beaches.
Oh, with Bette Miller. I think it's Bette Miller.
Bette Miller.
Yeah. Okay, so
did you ever know that you're my hero? My bad.
Oh my God. I love it. Seriously, I love it. I can't wait to do a show with you and Leon and Bill all together. Seriously, I can't now. I'm going to put it together. We're going to do it. And I don't think we'll ever stop laughing through the whole show. Seriously, I did that show with Bill and Leon, and literally there were moments that I was trying to be serious while they both were saying stuff, and I was going like, you know what? I wanted to just throw it out the window and go like, you know what? Let's just like we are when there's no camera. Just do that one day.
Yeah.
I'd like to put up a camera and just do it like we're just talking. Yeah. And I can't wait for both of them and yourself to come out here to California and we do a show in the studio together. That'd be great. Okay, so You did that card. Listen, this was amazing to do with you. Thank you for trusting me. And Yolanda's got a wave. She said, "Do the wave." I think that's what she was saying. The dance.
Is that this
But
one?
yeah, I guess that's what it is. Some kind of pop locking thing is going on there. Now, we're going to talk about a number of things on her show. Everybody will find out about that later on. But when you say "I ain't playing with nobody," what does that mean for the people in the back row? For those that don't understand, what does that expression mean? Wait, hold on. It's family show. Okay.
Yeah, that's why I had
Here,
to.
let me help you. So what does it mean when you say "I ain't playing with nobody"? Let me give you this. So go right ahead.
Okay. That means I fought hard to get to this place of peace and understanding and awakening and healing in my life. And when I say I ain't playing with nobody, don't come over here trying to play in my face. Don't come over here if you ain't got the right intentions for me. And that's personal, professional, platonic, romantic. I don't give who or how. Don't play with me because I'm not playing with nobody. Family, friends, nobody. It's not a game. My life is at stake. That's the way I look at it because I
Yeah.
almost killed myself and
Yeah.
it's not a game.
Mhm.
And now that I love my life, if you think that I'm finna let somebody come over here and disturb my peace, baby, you got more than one thing coming. Trust and believe that. And I'm not playing. So I'm
And
not playing with nobody. And my mother, unfortunately, is no longer living. That's the last person that I was afraid of. I ain't scared of nobody. I ain't
wow.
scared of nobody. And
Wow.
you want this smoke? Play with me. And you're gonna get it.
You are the most beautiful person when you are giving some truthful inspiration. And we're going to have to end the show right now, even though I'm so inspired to keep talking to you because I have so many more questions that I want to ask you. But when I'm done with the show, I'm going to write them all down and save them for another time.
Okay.
We're going to get together and start working on the 3 episodes that we're going to put together for your podcast show and get your YouTube channel where we need it to be so that everybody can go for a really tough love landing over there if that's what they need. If you have gone through so much in life to the point that you just want to start to triumph over things, self-hate, when it comes to victimhood, this is the woman you need to be listening to. You need to be watching. Why? Because she's going to give you something you can't get anywhere else. You may get something similar, but there is only one Claudetta Griffith. And I'll tell you, the author of Tough Love, listen, I'm going to put her, Leon, Bill, and some other people in a pot, stir it together, and present it to everybody that's our viewers and subscribers and more, and you're going to love it. You're going to love it. We're going to produce and direct some for you guys, but I can't wait for you and Leon and all of you guys to get out here and put that. Leon is telling you, great show. She was indeed the show, the star of the show today.
Thank you,
and Leon,
Londa.
thank you, Leon, for getting both of us together, and all same with Bill. And we look forward to you bringing others to our attention that we can share with our audience. Thank you both very much. I am going to let you exit the studio right now so that you can go enjoy your life, and I will talk to you soon. Of course, unless you hang around. I'm going to talk to the audience for a little bit and tell them what's going on the rest of the week and weekend. But thank you. This was amazing. And I could not even tell. Would you tell me you had butterflies, that they were bouncing around or something like that?
I did have. I always get butterflies when I have to speak publicly.
Oh, that was good. You would make an amazing public speaker on a regular basis. And Yolanda's telling you thank you. And much love to you,
Thank you guys so
Yolanda.
much for viewing. I really, really, truly appreciate it. And thank you for this opportunity, Paxton. I really appreciate it. Thank you.
No, I am. My face is going to be stuck this way all night. This is much better. I'm so glad I went to bed early last night because I wanted to make sure you're the only thing, and I wanted to make sure I was locked in today. And you knocked it out the ballpark. And I appreciate you very much. And I love the fact that you are loving life right now and you are making an impact. You have no idea what you've done today. You have no idea what you've said and done to people that write us. And because of their privacy, I've never shared what they say. But I am telling you, there are people that were where you were who needed to hear what you did today.
I hope I can help
So
someone.
our shows are geared for 10 people at a time. Please don't forget that if you're coming through our channel and say, well, you should get more likes, you should get more views. No, it's made for 10 people at a time. If more people than that watch it or view it, great. But I'm telling you, you did it today. You did it today.
Thank you very
You
much.
really did. And you got me like 3 times. You almost made me cry. So that was really good. All right. Look, everybody. Let me hit that button right there. Let me do this right here. Let's get in here. Look, this is NATV Network, but we have been blessed with Claudetta Griffith. Get the book, people. Stop being cheap. Put the pizza down or get the pizza. Have a book party. Tough love. And she go, don't put get leg day then. Do leg day. I don't care. But get the book, people. Get the book. I never went to acting. I should have. See you, my friend. Much love to you. Much love to you, Leon. Yolanda, later, people. All right. I'm still here with you. And Claudetta, if you stick around, I can talk to you after the show. I'm just going to take a moment or two to let everybody know we are back on the air. We continue to make sure you know. Hold on a second. Let me hit that button right there. We're going to make sure you know that we're going to bring you people, well, similar to Claudetta, but in their own right, have something to say. If you want to be a part of what we're doing here on NATV Network, you are the star of the show. You told us that from day one when we started this back in August of 2020, that you want a place to come on, and we will produce and direct your podcast show for you. Just become a member of the channel. Reach out to us and tell us you want a podcast show. If it fits with YouTube's guidelines and our, guidelines, we will, without a doubt, showcase you the way we're showcasing Claudetta. So please feel free to reach out to us, and we want you to be a part of the NATV community. Speak your mind, share your story. If you got a book, we look forward to showcasing you. By the way,